Okay, so
Hmm. I'm not saying it's easy, and I don't think anyone has done this before, except for me, of
mhm,
course.
of course, of course.
Of course.
So you're
Mhm.
asking how did they go from unicellular to multicellular, right?
Right, but that's one question. And how did the brain evolve following tracking the evolution from something like an amoeba, a proto-amoeba, to us? How did the brain evolve? Oh, hellos, Hover Javincha.
Hey, finally, dude.
Oh, I think I might know.
Hmm.
You
So,
know?
oh, hi, Ruby.
What do you know?
We were talking. We were just talking about how our brain evolved basically over time.
Oh, okay. I'm ignorant about it. I really couldn't say. I don't know the history
No,
of.
I don't really know either. It's just like I'm just speculating.
Oh, hey,
Whoa, that's
Jensen.
a lot of people.
Yeah, my friend Hex is here. And Jensen. Oh, Jensen left again. Hey, Jensen.
Yo, what's up?
What's
Hey.
Hello.
oh, that's a lot of mutual servers.
Yeah, our community is growing.
Yeah, we're the Mr. Slavers.
Hmm?
Oh, I was like already part of that one.
We're the
Are we the
slave
slaves?
owners.
Are we the slave owners or the slaves?
Yeah, we're the slaves.
It's going to be the new rule. They're going to be the slaves and the slavers. New rules and the.
Wait, is anyone here against slavery?
Probably not.
Not categorically.
Hmm.
You're a capitalist, so you must be against slavery, right? That must be a violation of free market principles.
No, I'm a capitalist, therefore I'm pro-slavery because otherwise it's a
Like
violation.
wage slavery.
No, I'm pro-slavery because I'm pro-freedom of choice. Like if somebody wants to be a
But you
slave,
can choose. Yeah.
yes.
Right. Voluntary slavery.
That
I see what you
person
mean.
also has to choose to be a slave.
So
Wait,
sorry,
what?
you I can hear you.
Wait, obscure. What did you say?
I said, you said freedom of choice, then that person has to also be able to choose that they want to be a slave then.
This is like a tolerance, like paradox tolerance or paradox of tolerance
Yeah,
thingy by Karl
and
Popper.
oh, sorry, Rhoda, go ahead.
No, you go. I was just ranting about Karl Popper, who I know nothing about actually.
I
I
would
was
say,
saying,
yeah, it's obscure. You go, you go.
okay, so I was gonna say at that point, if that quote unquote slave is able to choose to be a slave, then they're like indentured servants more than they're slaves, I think.
Why is it important to
But
choose?
that is
Wait,
that is a form of slavery. But yeah, go on.
why is it important to choose? Like, right now, I cannot choose to live in a mansion. I should be able to
No,
choose to live in a
you just
mansion.
said you just said you wanted freedom of choice.
Right. So a person chose to be a slave. He chose to sell himself, herself, themselves.
Hmm.
Period.
Because he
Hmm.
knows the consequences. So then
Sure.
he
I
will
guess if
also
they're informed.
do what he wants to do. But if you just take a person from like their daily life and you just tell them, okay, let's even take me as an example. You just drag me from my life of my comfort, right? My comfort zone. And you're like, okay, well now you get to work in the field for 8 hours a day and I'll give you like bread and maybe butter if you're lucky.
Hmm.
And then
Pick
I'm
those
gonna like
that cotton
and then
harder, wench. You know.
Wait. So,
yeah.
uh, so are
And
you?
you'll never get to see your family again. Obviously, I'm gonna be like, "Fuck you!" No, that's slavery, right? I don't want that and choose that.
How?
Versus if I'm, go ahead.
How's that different than come work in my field and I pay you? I don't know, $10, $20 an hour. How is that different?
Because you choose to sign up for it, you're like, okay, this person's gonna. You have the choice to choose to accept or reject. And that's what is important, because you're able to still live the life that you live now, or go and do whatever that person's telling you to do.
But why is choice important? I mean, I don't have any choices in my life. Like I wanna choose to live in a mansion, but I don't have that choice. So
Okay, then go work
Do you not?
for all that choice that you want.
I don't even know if that's true. There's probably mansions somewhere that are like abandoned. You could like sleep in one of those.
let's
You'd,
say,
like squaw
okay,
in a mansion somewhere.
I want to live in my
Refuse to
own
leave.
I want to live in my own skyscraper. I want to have a skyscraper to myself, like a 1,000 floor skyscraper to myself. And I
But
cannot.
that's different from you wanting someone to not trespass on you and to like exert influence over your life. Right? There's a difference between an agent depriving you of your freedom and you having a particular desire for an object like a house
I agree.
or a particular lifestyle.
Okay, but that's just a social norm. So it's nothing to do
Well,
with.
yeah, I mean, obviously morality is going to be related to norms. Like, I mean, where else would it come from?
I wouldn't
Such
use
as laws and things.
I wouldn't use the term morality. I would just say that, in our society, it's the norm to not grab people and force them into slavery. It's just the norm. Like we say good morning in the
I
morning.
mean, what kind of norm is it? Right? It's going to be a moral norm, right? It's going to be like a social norm of some kind, and how you treat other people. The behavioral norm, like,
Mhm.
and ethics and morality is how you should treat other people. It's the study of like human behavior and how they treat one another, right? Like what's what they consider justified, non-justified.
Mhm. Why should I care if I see someone being enslaved? What's funny?
That's my favorite argument.
Well, some of that is you're going to care because you're going to get caught, and if you get caught for not reporting federal crimes, you're going to be charged. Like you have a legal obligation to report certain types of crimes. Like if you witness murder, you can get in trouble for not reporting the murder.
Mhm. But we all know that right now there is atrocities being committed in the universe. Well, we don't really care. We're not even talking about it. Like, who cares?
Well, you have a range of culpability. Like you're not like Superman who's going to fly around the world and save everybody. Like there's a reasonable amount of effort you can put in to contribute into society. Right?
Okay, let's say there was no law prohibiting looking away. So why should I not look away? Why should I care if there is atrocities being committed? We all eat
Well, if you have empathy for the other person,
we all eat
then
we all eat chicken, and chicken has consciousness.
No, we don't. I'm vegan.
Right. But we all
yeah, Amber's vegan.
Right, but we all eat vegetables, and the vegetables grow in fields where they kill animals that trespass. So we all, at the end of the day, kill animals nilly willy. We don't care about the animals. So why should I care about humans? Why should I
Well, I
care?
don't see how that follows. Like you caring about one thing doesn't necessitate you caring about the other thing. I don't know
Well,
how they're connected. Like your care for humans is not related to your care for animals necessarily, because they're two different categories, right?
No.
Yes, but humans are a particular type of animal, and they're
Yeah.
distinct from other types of animals.
Yeah, that's a difference without a distinction without a difference. I mean, I care for a cute animal, whether it's a human or a chicken. I I see YouTube videos of humans hugging chickens and chickens hugging humans, and it's very touching. It's just as touching as two humans hugging. So I don't distinguish. Nevertheless, I slaughter chickens and gladly eat them and enjoy the taste of their flesh, and no one judges me.
Wait,
Chickens
you
are
kill the
small.
chickens? Wait, you kill the chickens yourself? Because I don't kill the chickens myself.
Yeah, I twist. Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind what I do. Anyway, so okay. Does anybody want to talk about quantum mechanics now?
Yeah.
So, obscure.
Um,
Obscure? Do you know why the apple falls from the tree to the earth?
oh no, gravity.
Right. But gravity is just what we call it when apples tend to want to move towards the earth. It's just a name, just a name for a phenomenon, for a cataloged phenomenon. But what?
Okay, well,
Mm-hmm.
when the apple is attached to the tree,
Mm-hmm.
right, it's
Mm-hmm.
held by the stem,
Mm-hmm.
and the weight of the apple
Mm-hmm.
eventually
Mm-hmm.
exceeds the force like of the stem to the tree, so then it creates a downward force
Mm-hmm.
and it causes it to go down
Mm-hmm. But
and
why?
fall.
But why does the apple experience this force to begin with?
Because the apple like matures and ripens and chemical changes. So as the apple like goes riper and riper, I think there's like an enzyme that breaks makes the connection between the stem and the apple weaker, and it causes it to lose like its um
Mm-hmm.
structure and falls because the stem is weak.
Mm-hmm. So you,
Yeah, I guess.
AX, what are you saying?
No, I guess it could be some evolutionary strategy involved where I guess it has to fall in order to like so like the seeds from the apple can spread, I guess.
Right, but everybody agrees that there's some molecular interaction. There's some molecular mechanical interaction in the stem that at the end of the day causes the stem to break away from the tree. But where is this molecular action or something mechanical that causes the apple to be dragged towards the earth? It looks like gravity is some magical force. How does it work? But the
I have
earth,
no idea.
right? It looks like the earth has like reach. The earth doesn't have a magical invisible hand that it reaches and grabs the apple and drags it down. There's no strings attached. So why does the
I don't
apple?
know. I mean, there could be invisible hands that we can't see. I mean,
Ooh, that's a good
yeah,
actually.
what if the ether, let's say, was
Open.
tiny little invisible hands? Huh? What would you say then?
I mean when you start talking about an invisible hand, yeah, you're basically beginning to come up with a mechanical explanation that's better than nothing. Like most people, except for me, of course, they believe that gravity is some magical force at a distance. It's like Harry Potter type wand, hocus pocus, and something moves in a distance. But
Mr. Slade, I'm
yeah,
gonna if it's okay, I'm just gonna mute out to listen to you.
you're gonna mute.
Yeah,
It's okay.
okay. Because I
I
have
tell you.
an assignment due in like 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna wait. What?
Like, good luck with that.
You
Thank you.
you're gonna wait. What did obscure? What did you say?
Oh, I just said I had an assignment due in like 3 hours.
Are you gonna do work?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. So yeah, mute us and do work. That is actually that's the best thing. That's the best use of this server.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Hi.
So
Perhaps has I didn't agree with it, but I liked it.
wait, Hex.
But I just found it interesting. I'm not saying I agree with it, but
Hex, your audio. Hex, your audio is horrendous. Speak slow and clearly. What are you saying? Please repeat. But you were going to say something?
So first of all, I want to say that draft. Not that I agree with it. I don't agree with it. I just thought it was interesting.
You
But
don't.
draft physics.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go on.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with that.
With physics?
But there's a draft physics.
There's what? There's physics what?
I think my microphone doesn't work.
Yeah. Also,
I-
it's not just the microphone. I think you have echo in your room. I think your room is echoey. I think most of
Yeah.
us have echoey rooms, except for me, of course.
Hmm.
Well, Hover, I think your room is good too.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
Hex was saying something about the YouTube channel Draft Science by Mendham. He was just interviewed on his ideas, and it was like a 3-hour conversation. I think followed by like another 3-hour conversation, and he was getting pretty animated because he doesn't believe in kinetic energy, and
Mm.
he thinks the half mv squared formula is bullshit, and he was
Mhm.
yelling about it.
Mhm. All right. So,
Me and Hex were just watching it before we joined here.
oh, okay. So he thinks
Yeah,
one.
maybe I could explain. Oh, yeah, sorry.
So he thinks 1/2 mv squared is BS.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, as far as I know, energy is just something we noticed. We just noticed that things have kinetic energy and potential energy, and if we add the potential and the kinetic together, then the total energy is always conserved. That's just what we noticed in this universe. So he didn't notice it. I don't understand. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not.
he doesn't like the people who noticed it. He doesn't like it. He thinks. Sorry, go on.
That's like the thing in the cave. That's like Plato's cave. So people notice something and they come back and they report, "Hey, we noticed something. Let us tell you. Let us share this information with everyone because we think this is exciting new information. We notice that the total energy of a system is always conserved." And he just nilly-willy says, "I don't like what, Amber? Amber, are you hot miking?" Anyway, it sounds like he's like the guys in Plato's cave that
But
the guy,
he believes he's the other guy. You understand? He believes he's the one who's gone out of the cave. He thinks everyone else is the one in the cave.
what did he? I'm asking then. What did he notice? Tell us what you noticed. Like we're reporting we're reporting experiments. We've done this experiment of total energy, and we've noticed.
He doesn't do experiments. He just writes on his whiteboard
Then he didn't go.
and yells at people.
Then he's not the same as the guy who left the cave and came back to report.
No, I understand, but he believes that he is. He's looking at Professor Lewin's experiments on kinetic energy, and he gets very angry and says that he's wrong, and says it doesn't make any sense.
It's not about making sense. It's just what we noticed. We just noticed that total energy of systems is conserved. Actually, the total energy.
Right, but he's saying that that's not a real observation. He says that there's more energy produced by the system than was put into the system.
I mean,
defying the laws of thermodynamics.
I mean, that's actually true for the universe as a whole. We know that there is dark energy, so we know the universe is exponentially self-inflating, and galaxies are being driven away from each other, and we're talking about forces way beyond our imagination that are created out of thin air. So
Hex commented in general.
yeah, I see.
Draft physics in Mendon. Okay.
Um,
Yeah, the energy bits. That's what it was. Yeah.
oh, this is good. So draft physics in Mendem believed that gravity is caused by energy bits pushing things together. That's basically the ether. According to draft physics, Earth is being pushed together in all directions by energy bits. Where these energy bits come from, who knows? I don't believe in it, but I found it interesting. Well, if you just rename it ether, then I basically agree. And then it comes from dark energy, and then he agrees with modern physics. It's just he just have a naming issue. This is just semantics now.
Well, he
So that's how it
doesn't.
works.
Well, he doesn't agree with modern physics, right? Because the ether the modern physics rejects the ether. So
That's also not actually true, because in modern physics they believe that space-time flows. I mean, I could show you videos where you could see that people explain general relativity in terms of space-time or space flowing, just like I say the ether flows. I didn't come up with the ether flow on my own. I was I saw other people hinting and digging in that direction, and I just put things together. But almost nothing I say is original. I can show you videos of legit YouTube channels that they interpret general relativity in terms of space flow or space-time flow. What I call ether,
right.
they call space-time. It's basically semantics. And everybody agrees that the vacuum is not empty, that there is quantum particles, virtual particles coming into existence all the time. The quantum field is vibrating. It's a non-zero energy state field. It's always vibrating. So always waves are coming in and out of existence. And these waves are the elementary particles. So it's just nomenclature. I mean, I usually don't bring it up that modern physics agrees with the ether if you just rename it, because I don't like appealing to authority. I like arguing from first principles, but modern physics agrees with the ether if you just rename it according to how they like to rename things. In Einstein, the empty space is a fabric that curves. That doesn't sound like a vacuum. It sounds like there is a fabric that curves. And some people interpret is a fabric that flows. So those people certainly don't think that the vacuum is empty. Anyway, the the ether was very popular until about 1900. And there was never a reason for anyone to abandon the ether. They just abandoned the terminology. But in reality, they agree with the ether. They agree that there is a fluid in which light is waving, in which an electron is a wave, in which all elementary particles are waves, in which gravity is a fabric that bends or flows. So, and this guy is not even this guy. Try hard as he might. What's his name? Bender?
Well, draft science is the
Draft physics
is the
in
YouTube
Mendem.
channel.
So as much as he
Draft
tried,
science.
it's like when people try to run away from the correct explanation, they can't. So he's trying to come up with the most ludicrous explanation, and he comes up with the only explanation we have, which is either call it the fabric of space-time or ether. He can't run away. He just wants to rename it bits of energy. That's 3 words. If you give it one name, you would call it the ether. So it's very difficult to run away from the correct answer. Oh, very interesting.
What's interesting?
Somebody sent me, but that's not. Uh-huh. So I asked all my friends, I asked them to come up with here, let me show you, to come up with a Feynman diagram that explains how the Higgs mechanism endows mass onto particles. I put it in the side chat. But this is the creation of the Higgs boson. This is not endowing mass. This is completely different. Anyway, what do you guys want to talk about? That's like, I think, enough quantum mechanics for now.
I missed what you guys said about the brain evolvement. What happened there?
Yeah, we didn't finish it, so you're welcome to continue. So how would you explain tell me the story of the evolution of the brain from the first unicellular amoeba to us?
Well, I don't know that a unicellular amoeba had a brain.
I guess if brains are made out of cells, and then there's like unicellular amoeba, I guess that consists of one cell, then guess doesn't make sense that it would have a brain.
Sorry, I wasn't listening, and your audio is a little difficult. Could you please repeat?
Could you repeat for me?
Yes. Are you?
Sure, yeah.
Wait, Hex, are you Scottish?
I'm Norwegian.
Norwegian. You sound Scottish. Anyway, Rover, could you repeat the question?
Yeah, he's just saying that like a brain has a lot of cells, and a unicellular organism has only one cell.
Mm-hmm.
So it wouldn't make sense for a unicellular organism to have a brain. So it would only have one cell, and that cell would be a brain cell.
Mm-hmm. Wait, would you say that a single-celled organism like an amoeba has consciousness?
Probably not. Yeah.
Why not? How could we know?
Well, how we envision consciousness, based on our observations, and the creatures that we generally observe to have consciousness or appear to have consciousness, but the way that we define it is that those creatures have brains.
Wait, let's say you have an AI. Can an AI gain consciousness?
I mean, if it has the equivalent of a brain,
Well, let's say
possibly.
you don't know what it has. Can it? Do you think an AI theoretically, like a silicone-based intelligence, can it potentially gain consciousness?
I don't see any logical reason it could. So sure.
Okay. So how would you test? What is the test that you would administer to this intelligence in order to discover or detect consciousness?
Well, I'm not a neuroscientist or a philosopher or whatever, but yeah, you can just check if it has some level of self-awareness, if it's able to pass certain tests. I mean,
like
you know,
what? Yeah, that's
there's like
that's
it's like the tint of like some creatures for like a little marker, and they go up to a mirror and they look in the mirror at the marker on their back, so there's kind of self-awareness there.
Okay.
You know, there's
So
lots of experiments like that.
So any creature that walks up to a mirror and seems to notice itself has consciousness?
Generally, yeah, that's what. Yeah.
But an amoeba doesn't have eyes, so we cannot apply this test to an amoeba. It's like applying this. You cannot apply this test to a blind person. So we need to generalize this test. So how would you generalize?
A creature that shows awareness of its surroundings.
Okay. So go on. What is the test? I mean, you just gave me a very good test for creatures that have eyesight. But what about all those creatures that don't have eyesight? How would we test for their consciousness?
Well, they have other sense.
Sure, but what is the
You'd
test?
be able to tag them in another way.
Sure. So you gave me a protocol for the precise test to run on creatures with eyesight. So I'm just asking, can you
It doesn't have
eject?
to specifically be with eyesight. If you
You gave me,
perform some sort of procedure on a creature
but you gave me,
that
but you
if
gave
they're
me,
conscious, then they'd be aware that something has happened to them and they'd
But-
want to investigate it, right?
but you gave me
If they could.
but you gave me the precise protocol of the first test. I'm just asking, let's generalize this test so it also applies to.
I did. I just did that.
No, you didn't. What is the protocol?
I just explain.
What's the
You just
protocol?
perform some action on the creature
What do you do?
that they can sense.
What?
Okay.
What do you do?
You just perform an action,
Yeah, what? What action?
tagging the
What?
creature in
What?
some way.
Hugging? Hagging? What?
Tag in TAGGING.
What? Tag?
Tagging.
Tagging?
Yeah.
What do you mean tag?
Tag in. You tag.
What do you mean tag?
Tag. You know what a tag is?
Oh, you touch it?
Okay,
You
when you go
poke?
to a store,
You poke it?
you can do that too, but you can perform some procedure on the creature.
Wait, an amoeba
give it a
responds. An amoeba responds to a poke.
Sure.
So is an amoeba conscious by your definition then? By this test?
No, that's not the test.
Wait,
Watch
what?
how they respond to the test. It's going to be important. You
Well,
have
I
to
think
test in a way to see that they respond
that's
to
actually
awareness of themselves.
That's actually very funny because that is supposed to be one of the most primitive nerve responses in all creatures with central nervous system. They all respond to a poke. All creatures respond to a poke. But this is also true for an amoeba.
Well, no, it's not true about an amoeba. Amoeba doesn't have nerve cells for a central nervous system.
What do you
It's a
mean?
single cell
What do you mean?
organism.
But an amoeba, I didn't say I didn't claim how it does it, but an amoeba responds to a poke. An amoeba,
It doesn't have.
I don't know what it has, but an amoeba walks up to a piece of food and eats it, or it walks up to a predator and then discovers it's a predator and tries to run away from it. And as it's eating it alive, it screams in pain. You can see,
I don't think it does.
I could show you videos, but
That's a video of the amoeba screaming in pain.
I'll show you the video.
Quit eating me! Oh my god! I'm just an innocent amoeba. Why would you do this to me, you bastard? I have a family. Like like that.
Well, I'll show,
Things.
but I can show you a video in which an amoeba responds just
I
like
didn't
you.
say amoebas don't respond to stimuli. Like
So
I said,
how
it
would
doesn't
you?
respond just
So
to
how do
me.
you know then? Okay, does an amoeba have consciousness according to you?
No, not according to how we define consciousness today. Now.
I'm asking, how do you define consciousness? How do you test for consciousness?
There's lots of different tests for consciousness. I gave you a test already for some creatures, and you said, like, I don't know, you wanted one for an amoeba, but like,
You gave
there's
me.
no reason to even believe that an amoeba has consciousness. It doesn't have any
You-
of the building blocks for consciousness. It's a single-celled organism. Why would it
You-
even have consciousness?
Wait, hold on. I don't know why. I'm not going into the why or the how. I'm asking for the black box test. So you gave me a first test with a mirror. I said, please generalize to non-eyesight animals. You gave me the tag or the poke. So I said, well, that's good for an amoeba. So according to you, it sounds like you would agree that an amoeba has consciousness, but then you're saying no, and now I'm confused because you gave me the test to test for consciousness. You said tag it, and I said fine, I'll poke the amoeba, and and as far as I know, amoebas respond to pokes just like we do, very similar. So what am I missing? Why would you now? Why are you reneging on your test?
I'm not doing that.
You're
And
not. Wait.
What I
So
was saying was that the tagging has to be in a certain way that the creature can sense and then respond to in some way that shows self-awareness, right? Like,
look, if I poke a person, they cringe.
but not every test is for like every creature, but like, yeah.
So
if you
what
want to
is
do that, yeah.
just okay? Give me a positive response. What is the test for consciousness?
There's more than one test for consciousness. It's
Give
gonna
me any
vary.
test,
I already
any
gave you
test.
a test.
No, okay, you get and according to
did.
according to the two tests that you gave me, an amoeba has consciousness. So are you
No, it doesn't. No.
okay? But you told me to tag it.
Amoebas do not go up to mirrors and look in the mirror.
But
and go,
that's
"Oh, I've
because
been
it.
tagged with this
That's
yellow
because.
marker."
But we
But it
said.
washed it off.
But that's also true for a blind person. A blind person also doesn't walk up to a mirror. So I told you, please generalize the
Okay, but
test.
like, wait a minute. If they wash their hands because there's a marker on their hands, then that's a sign of self-awareness. So I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
Wait,
blind
what?
people do show self-awareness. Like,
Wait, what? Blind people show self-awareness? I asked you for a test and you said tag them. And I asked you poke them, and from what I understand,
I was just generalizing the concept of
yes. So according to
If you
you,
marker them,
wait,
like-
what am I missing? What am I missing? According to you, an amoeba is conscious. What am I missing?
Didn't say amoeba was consciousness. I don't know what you're talking about. I never made
Wait.
that claim. You made that claim.
I asked you I asked you for a test. You told me to tag them. So I tag an amoeba and it reacts like a person. It cringes away.
It doesn't.
But let's say
You
it
know what I mean?
does.
Like,
Let's
there's a
say
difference between. Then if we're presupposing that the amoeba is conscious, then the amoeba is conscious. Then sure.
no, I'm not presupposing anything. I'm asking you for the test. You said tag it. I said let's say okay,
I
let's
don't have
assume
a test an amoeba's consciousness. I don't have any reason to.
what do you mean? You said
believe that an amoeba would be
I didn't
conscious,
I
suppose.
told you please generalize the mirror test to animals that don't have eyesight. And you said
I did do. I tried to explain it, and then
and
you
you said
said didn't
you
pick
s-
like
you
a normal animal, like a mammal or something. You pick
it's fine. I
animals,
don't
like,
I
that
don't
doesn't have
care.
a single-
I don't care what animal, as long as it doesn't have eyesight, and you told me tag it. So I said, fine, let's tag an amoeba. Now let's assume if I tag an amoeba, it reacts the same as a person. It cringes away. It shifts away.
Okay.
It twitches away. Is that it? So now do you agree that an amoeba has consciousness?
Well, I didn't say that any of that stuff about
Well,
cringing
yes,
away.
you
added that
are.
yourself.
Yes, you
I was
are
the only
saying
thing-
you are saying that. You can say that you're not saying it, but that's called
Did
lying.
you have a transcript of me saying that?
You're implying it. You don't have to say literally everything.
You said that I said it. So I mean,
I meant you're implying. You know what I mean.
okay.
So anyway, let's move to the next topic. What else do you guys want to talk about? Okay, the evolution. Does anybody have a theory how the brain evolved from first principles? Because if you think about that, you'll realize what consciousness is and what intelligence is, and then you will become as I have become.
What, is that like to avoid predators or something like that? Like, I don't know. Like, we want me to-
Well, it's for evolution is for survival. It's both to avoid predators and maybe it's also to catch prey. Okay. Zorro Silver.
Zoro.
Hey Zorro.
Hello, people.
Hello.
For Mr.
I love the
Slade.
Dom
Hello.
as you join. You sound like a Mortal Kombat character.
Yeah. Well, he looks like it too.
Round one, fight. Oh my god, that reminds me of a song, you know, Fatality. You know that one by Cordell or whatever.
We were talking about over here.
We're trying to come up with a theory of how intelligence evolved naturally from single cell to our brains from first principles?
Sounds interesting.
Yeah. It's actually very simple, but you need to think about it. You need to take your time and think about it. Evolution is really very simple. And brain science is really very simple, but you need.
You mean neuroscience?
Yeah, neuroscience is very simple. But I mean, if the brain wasn't very simple, it would have many bugs. The fact that the brain basically, with 1 trillion interacting cells, has basically 0 bugs, that should tell you that it must be an exceptionally simple system. That should be a hint. It must be simple. It can't be like modern software that it's just impossible to keep track of what's going on inside it, or modern hardware, just as bad. But so anyway, so if you think about how an amoeba became us, you will realize that then in the process you will understand how the brain works, and you will understand how simple the brain is. Whoa, Jesus, what's going on?
What is the process? Just like iterative improvement or something like that? Like,
Well, that's the way evolution works, but you have to, well, but you have to, go step by step. Like, let's start from, you can't even start from an amoeba, because already an amoeba is like a city. An amoeba has so many organelles. An amoeba, and you can see by its behavior, an amoeba already seems to have consciousness. So you can't start from an amoeba. That's already too late. You really need to start from first principles. You really need
like
to.
amino acids or something? Like,
I would say I would start from the first self-replicating molecule, like some sort of self-replicating.
biogenesis. Okay.
Yeah, you have to run through the thought experiment from a self-replicating, some
It's a
self-replicating.
game called Conway's Game of Life. You ever play that? Or see
No,
that simulation?
no,
Slave?
yes, obscure.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just gonna say bye.
Oh, bye. Thank you for
Can you
coming.
leave it? I
Yeah,
thought you were
of
going to continue the brain conversation for 3 hours and get your assignment.
Well, I would. But it's 10, and then my roommate's gonna come. I haven't had dinner.
Okay.
We'll go eat something then,
And
and
we
don't
did-
pass out and die from hypoglycemia.
Yeah.
I won't. I won't.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much for
bye.
joining us. Bye.
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 Bye, Ruben.
Bye.
I love that sound. That sounds so good.
Da, la, la, la. Anyway, what's the next topic on the menu? La 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 la. La 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 la. Okay, what song am I singing? La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Sounds like what's it called?
I think I've heard it, but I can't remember the name.
Simple Thing, Where Have You Gone?
Yeah.
Is that it?
You know the words? Is the singer Irish?
I don't know.
Wait, Simon and
called?
Garfinkel, the boxer? It's called like
Yeah.
Simple Things. Simple Things. Da, 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 da. Dee, da, la, 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 la,
It's
la, la.
Somewhere Only We Know by Keane, isn't it?
I
It's
don't.
Somewhere Only We Know by Keane is the song.
I don't know. Oh, we have Stoic Mindset left us a message. Let's read the message. So, Stoic Mindset says the intersection of conceptual frameworks yields a paradigm shift that propels our understanding beyond conventional boundaries. Anyway, it's just word salad. I don't know. He always does that. He thinks we're pseudo intellects. He thinks I'm a pseudo
Oh,
intellect.
sure,
Maybe.
the original version of that song in the side chat. I think is the one.
La,
That's the one.
we have 4 people watching us. Who's watching?
I love the Eddie Mora letters falling.
How famous.
Or like the metric. When I heard that. Nice.
La 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 la
You gotta
la.
put the brain emoji on that. Brain. There's a brain. Brain. Here we go.
Anyway, so what is the next topic of discussion?
Vegan Gaines is live right now and he's sleeping on stream.
Vegan.
Those meds.
So I'm coming to the conclusion that he is gay.
Mhm,
He is so gay.
mhm.
Who's gay?
He's like so gay.
Wait, he's gay?
Vegan Gaines.
Who's the gay
Mhm.
No,
person?
he's like so gay, but he's not like gay. You know?
No,
He's,
he
he
is.
makes loads of like OnlyFans videos for men who watch his stuff, and he like
Yeah, I mean, I think his subscribers are all gay.
I believe so. Yeah.
Look at their names. All their names are gay, like literally sexually explicit gay names. And
Dodo and cat daddy and like
I mean, whatever. Not all. I mean, Dodo, I guess not. But
Bill
My-
Bollinger.
wait, has he ever admitted to being gay?
No, he's never now.
A little
It
bit,
is,
yeah. No, he has
Has
said
he?
it a little bit on stream. So. But he like laughs it off afterward.
I've never seen him say he's gay because he watches a lot of very built women, yeah, who are like Lean Beef Patty and Natasha Aughty and some of the big.
Is he
muscular
into
women.
fandom?
I don't
Wait.
know.
No, I don't think he's
He
into
just says he-
femdom. I
I
doubt
think
it.
he's more of a dom himself. I think.
Oh.
It's very difficult to tell. Like you like when you watch femdom porn, so a lot of the men are huge, like super muscular. You would never guess that they're into being submissive. It's like maybe it's those men who love being submissive more than little guys. I think because sex is about fantasy, and fantasy is about inverting reality. Otherwise, it's not fantasy; it's reality. So, I think it's more dominant. I think that's also the cliche that it's actually the dominant men, like the CEOs and the school principals, who are into femdom fetish. It's like I think it's people who have more control in their lives in reality that seek to invert it in their fantasy.
School principal was a weird one.
That's like from Beavis and Butthead. The school principal is always being spanked whenever they they find him somewhere. He's always being spanked. Oh my god. Yeah. La 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 la.
Or maybe he's a dom, but likes dominating, dominant, strong women.
Maybe.
I don't know. That's a fantasy.
I mean, my intuition. Wait, who are we? We keep losing people. Who did we lose now?
Hex that.
Oh, okay.
Was it because I opened my mouth about the whole dynamic?
I don't know.
think he just doesn't like Coomer stuff. He's
Oh, I mean, porn is human.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, we didn't say
we're
it was.
not. I mean, we're not discussing it in any disgusting way. We're just psychoanalyzing fantasies and stuff.
He could just be tired. It's 10 to 2 here, so it's 10 to 3 in the morning where he is. So like,
Yeah, it's already.
Um,
Yeah, it's it's very
yeah,
late
he's
in
probably just
Europe.
tired.
Like Europe.
I remember I was in an Egyptian museum in Turin, and there was this little spot in like everything else, right? The exhibitions. There was this little exhibition that focused on like it wasn't much of an exhibition. It was just these like pieces of art from ancient Egypt. And it had a little plaque that said, like this was basically porn for Egyptians, and you had depictions of men with penises and penetrating women.
But that's like normal.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to put the point that porn has been with humanity for like a long time.
Of course. Oh,
I mean,
you're
no,
saying.
I mean, heroin's been with humanity for a long time. I mean, there's lots of things.
Oh, you're saying there's like ancient. Oh, sure. There's sculptures from thousands and thousands, like 10,000-year-old sculptures that seem to be pornographic.
Well, it's meant to it's meant to trying to figure out a word to put it. It's trying to get the erotic out of it, you know.
Hmm?
It's
No.
it's an erotic depiction. It's meant to
Yeah, yeah.
stimulate.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
I don't know why something being historical makes it good necessarily, right? Like, I mean, alcohol is historical. I mean, does that mean that it's good? Like, should we
Well,
just get
no, what I'm trying to say is that it shouldn't be taboo to talk about it. That's what I'm trying to say
No, I agree. I agree.
I mean, a lot of stuff is taboo to talk about. Like, go into any normal Discord server, and basically everything is taboo to talk about. Like when I go into like physics-oriented servers, and I talk about anything that is deviating just by a bit from what they perceive as mainstream, and I get viciously attacked. It's
I
taboo.
think that those people are just there to pick on other people. Like, I think, like
Yeah, but I'm saying,
globe gangsters or somewhere. Sorry, go
yeah,
on.
but everything is taboo. Everything is taboo. But basically, freedom of speech is a joke. You don't get to speak your mind. Maybe on my server I can speak my mind, but whenever I go to other people's servers and rooms, everything is taboo. Anyway, let's talk about Israel. So, what's going on with Israel?
Is anyone here a Zionist?
What do you mean? What do you mean by Zion? What do you mean by Zionist?
Do you believe that the state of Israel has a right to exist? Do you believe it's a
What does that
it's a
mean?
hate-
Wait, what does that mean? Does
that it
America?
has-
Wait, what country on the planet has a right to exist? Do I have?
well, virtually
Wait, do
virtually
I?
none of them?
Right. Do I have a right to exist? Does my desk have a right to exist? Does my coffee cup have a right to? I don't even know what that means. What does that
So
mean?
are you saying nationalism is fake? It's not real. It's not something natural.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying when it comes to Israel, suddenly we discussed. Suddenly we're so pedantic. Oh, does it have the right to exist? Why when it comes to Jews do we need to ask these pedantic questions? We don't ask these questions about anyone else in the history of ever. But when it comes to Jews having a country, oh, does Israel? I don't care. Why?
Yeah,
Why
I don't
should
quite agree with that. I think there definitely has been questions about other groups
you can?
asking whether they should exist or not. Yeah.
Fine. I mean, it's all. But usually you don't ask. Does France have a right to
I
exist?
agree. I agree.
No one
Yeah, I
ever.
agree.
No one ever asks these questions. I've never heard these questions in my life. But when it comes
Yeah,
to,
they're weird, like questions, definitely.
it's never.
Jewish people are very special people in Western discourse.
Right. So that never that doesn't. I mean, I understand that Jews are very smart people, hence very successful. Hence, there's a lot of conspiracy theories. Why are they so successful? But it's really very simple. So I'll tell you my
Succeeded.
I'll tell you my theory. So I have a theory. Of course, it's a Darwinistic, like everything else that I have. It's a Darwinistic theory, how the Jews evolved. So before I say my theory, does anybody want to express their theory, how the Jews came into existence?
I know. I want to hear.
How the Jews came into existence?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's the biblical narrative and there's the anthropological narrative.
Okay, but so what's your explanation? How did the Jews come into existence? But the question is, how did this? It's a super race. The Jews are superhumans. They're off the charts when it comes to any human accomplishment, non-physical, but any intellectual human accomplishment. They're off the
Specifically, the Ashkenazi.
right. Specifically, the European Jews. They're off the charts.
Wasn't the amazing Atom
What?
like a strong man? Wasn't the amazing Atom a strong man?
The who? What?
Was there a Jewish strongman called the Amazing Atom?
I don't know. Maybe they might be. They might be physically off the charts as well. I don't know. But so what's? How did this super race come into existence? That's my question.
Somebody birthed them. Someone gave birth to.
I mean, but you have to
the
come up.
mothers created them.
What do you mean, somebody?
And like through reproduction, like somebody reproduced and
I mean,
yeah,
somebody.
hundreds of people
I mean,
were Jews.
obviously the Jews are humans, so somebody gave birth to the first Jew.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but
Yeah.
how did the super race of Jews, of European Jews, who are off the chart in intelligence, how did they come into
Like
existence?
selective, some kind of selective pressure, maybe.
Yes, go on.
They've just been pressured to survive, and the smartest one survived. I don't know.
But that's true for any human.
Right.
Whatever.
But I mean, not all pressures are in intellectual pressure.
Right.
Right.
Why was there an intellectual pressure?
I guess it's something to do with survival in the region that we're in required intelligence, particular type of intelligence.
Very good. Go on.
And they have to be a close-knit group and organized together. They have to have a common interest or whatever,
Very
and
good. Go on.
have to be able to plan ahead, and
Go on.
and then they be able to form a community and
Wait,
they
but
survive.
But where is the pressure coming from? You need to tell me where the pressure. You need to tell me about the
It's either other groups of people or the environment. Right?
Yeah. Tell me about the pressure. You're telling me how the group came into existence, but you're not
I don't know enough about the ancient Hebrews to be able to tell you about them. Like I don't know.
Well, I don't think we ever heard of an Einstein until very late. So it can't be. This doesn't seem to be an ancient phenomenon. The European Jews are not an ancient phenomenon. The biblical Jews were not some off-the-chart wise people, intelligent people. There's no indication that the Jews of ancient times were off-the-chart anything. Maybe
I have no idea. I don't know.
Maybe a little bit. You could say that when they revolted against the Romans, it was exceptional. They were exceptional warriors. It's possible to make that claim. But so what's the answer? Tell me about the pressure that created this group. The pressure that
they ended up having to move from wherever they were from, like Israel or wherever, and they had to move to other places. And they were hated by those other people, and they had to survive, I guess.
Why were
We
they?
also forgot concerning like the warrior aspect. You also forgot about the Maccabees.
Right. We don't have access to such. I don't know anything about what happened in those days, but let's talk about the European Jews. That seems to be a closer event, closer time-wise to us. So, what pressures can create a super intelligent group? It's actually very simple. Once you realize it, it's really.
Hello, everyone. My name is Joshua Alvarez, coming to you today again with another.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh.
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah,
we heard.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Sorry, just I have multiple browsers open.
No, not a problem.
No problem.
So, It's really very simple. So let's say there was a proto-Jew that showed up in Europe. And so in Europe, everybody was Christian and couldn't loan with interest.
Yeah,
So-
usury,
Usury.
usury laws.
But this proto-Jew, he said, I'm a proto-Jew. I don't have a problem with usury. And the church said, oh, he's a proto-Jew. There's no problem with usury with this guy.
Well, because their Talmud suggests that it's not illegal to charge interest on Gentiles.
Right. So according to him, it's okay. And according to them, it's okay. So he became the first banker. And immediately Darwin kicks in. And you have a race of bankers. Ta-da! Roll the credits. What do
Makes
you?
perfect sense. I mean, call this logic right there. I mean, how could I refute that?
It fits the data perfectly. So, right? They started. I mean, in the beginning, no one paid attention. I mean, he said sure, and they said sure, and everybody was happy. But now he gets married, he has children, they have the same religion, they're all bankers. No one pays attention. Everything seems fine.
And that's how you have the Rothschild banking dynasty.
That's how you have Einstein. You have everything. You have everything Jewish is explained just from that. It just started because the Christians were against usury between themselves, but not with Jews, and the Jews were fine with usury with the Christians, but not between themselves. And everything is perfect from that point on. From that point on, you get Darwin kicks in, and you have selective pressures to have better and better bankers. And bankers, as Rover said, they need to plan ahead, and they need to do math, and they need to understand risk. They need to be super intelligent. The more intelligent they are financially, the better they do. So there is selective pressure to create a better and better breed of bankers, and simultaneously they have survival pressures because everyone discriminates against them. They can't buy land, and everybody hates them, and they keep getting killed. And this race keeps.
Everybody calls them Christ killers.
Whatever they call them names, and then conspiracies start evolving around them, because how could they be so successful? I mean, they're just normal people, but suddenly they everything they touch turns into gold. What's going on? It's like they must be stealing or something. Something is wrong, but this just builds up the pressure for the improvement of the race, and for the purification of the race, and for the evolution of the race. So you're just accelerating Darwinism. So Darwinism kicks into high gear even more. And before you know it, you have a race of Einsteins that they don't know where they came from. No one knows how this came into existence. No one ever paid attention. But this explains everything.
So it was because Christians underestimated the intellect of the Jews.
No, no, that's not
Your
what happened.
ideology allowed
I'm
the
just
Jews
kidding.
to evolve and become superhuman. is what we're
It
saying.
could have had.
Ideological pressure.
We don't even know who the proto-Jew was. He might not even have been Jewish. He might have just pretended to be Jewish. It doesn't matter. He was marginally Jewish. He just said, sure, why not? I'll be your banker. Sure, I'll go to hell. Because everybody believed in hell, that if you do usury, you go to hell. it was someone who cared just a little bit less for usury. It's a mutation. There was a mutation in the genes of the Europeans. And this mutation, that one Adam and Eve, that one Adam, whatever, it might have been an actual Jew from Israel, who knows? It might have been, or it might have been someone who heard about Jews and said, "Sure, I'll be your Jew." Well, who cares? I don't believe it. For some reason he didn't care to go to hell or something. We don't know. They might not even be ethnically Jewish. As far as we know, they're not ethnically Jewish. The European Jews have nothing in common genetically with the non-European Jews. The European Jews are just Europeans. They're not Jewish. That's my
I thought
theory.
Jews were an ethno-religious group.
I mean, they evolved. I'm saying, as far as we know, genetically, there's no relationship between European Jews and non-European Jews. So ethnically, European Jews are just European. European Jews are more European than Hitler. That's the funny bit.
I mean, that does kind of explain why some of the Ashkenazi Jews I've seen are paler than paper.
Yeah, exactly.
My phone is going dead. I gotta go to sleep. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, okay.
But,
Mm.
Talk to
Amber,
you guys again.
yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.
Take care.
La 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 la. Anyway, so that's my theory about the evolution of the Jews. Amber, what do you think about it?
Oh, you sound really anti-Semitic.
Yeah, clearly the ADL is going to come after you.
Wait, you think it sounds anti-Semitic? Wait, we have comments. So, white shirt person says skibidi toilet.
Great.
Yeah, very
Nick-
intellectual.
Nick Williams says, "You're right. They and the Eastern Asians are super smart. I need that mutation."
I mean, I've spoken to this one Jew who's Ashkenazi,
Mm-hmm.
and he absolutely has a very strong dislike of Sephardic Jews.
Nah, I don't think. I don't know. I'm
And,
not.
right. Sephardic Jews, are they European or are they like the Spanish Jews?
Yeah, but there's like brown Jews and white Jews, and
Okay, so the
genetic
Sephardic ones are the brown ones, right?
right. Genetically, I think they have nothing to do with each other. It's like the brown Jews are basically identical to Palestinians genetically. The Palestinians are yeah. They checked.
No.
Yeah, they look. Yeah. The brown Jews are basically genetically Palestinians. Palestinians are probably just brown Jews who converted to Islam.
I've slept with enough to know that's not true.
But look, we know Islam spread, especially through the sword. So you're forced to convert. And we know that after the Romans kicked out the Jews from Israel, they left some of the Jews were left there. It's not that they kicked everybody out. They kicked out, I think, only the intelligentsia. But they didn't kick out the plain people, the regular people. So these regular people, when Islam started spreading, they converted to Islam. So the Palestinians are just Jews. And that's why genetically they are identical to the brown Jews that spread outside of Israel. But the white Jews have nothing to do with this story. They're fake. They have nothing to do with this story. They just came into existence out of Europe. They're just Europe birthed the white Jews, the super race, the actual super race, not the fake Hitler Aryan race. Anyway, That's my theory about that. Wait, Amber, you think that's anti-Semitic?
No, I don't care.
You don't care?
No.
Hmm. La 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 la. Wait, Nicholas says Neanderthals had larger brains. Yeah, Neanderthals were also a super race. That's true. La 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 la. La 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 la. Anyway, Zorro, so are you like anti-Israel?
Me, I've always liked Israel. I actually want to go there one day.
Wait,
Thanks,
what?
dude.
I thought you're anti from what the way you said right to exist. I thought this like you're anti-Israel.
No, I believe Israel has a right to exist, quote
Oh,
unquote.
oh, okay.
I think
mhm.
I think Israel should expand.
Yeah, I think the U.S. should conquer the planet, but if not the U.S., then at least Israel should conquer the Middle East.
It's
Definitely.
just like the Bible, from the Nile to the Euphrates. That should be Israel.
I don't care. Like I would say any country that gives Israel a hard time has exactly 24 hours. Evacuate the premises. We're coming in. Whoever stays, you're either saluting to the flag of Israel or you're getting your head chopped off. Like you have 24 hours to leave. Any country,
Exactly.
Mhm.
America's already following suit. There are cities in America where we celebrate the Independence Day of Israel, and not to mention we also give tremendous foreign aid to our greatest ally.
I'm actually against foreign aid to Israel. I'm against foreign aid. Period. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like America.
Well, I
Mhm.
would agree with you. Yes, we should definitely give less foreign aid to nations and focus on ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make any sense for the American taxpayer to give money to other countries. It just doesn't. Wait, what? What? Why? Why is America? Why are Americans are taxed to give money to foreign governments? That doesn't make any sense. Like most countries you
It doesn't.
visit, you drive on the roads. Roads have lights. That's like standard on planet Earth. It doesn't matter where you go. Roads have street lights, except for America. In America, there's no lights. Like you drive on the highway, there's no lights. That doesn't exist in the rest of the planet. That there's no such thing as no lights on highways or on streets. There's no such thing. It's lit. All the roads everywhere are always lit. Everywhere. Poor countries, rich countries, it doesn't matter. It's like America, why is America giving money to countries to have street lights where America doesn't have street lights? What's the point? Anyway, yeah. So I'm against foreign aid. So like when like Jew haters, when they say we shouldn't help Israel, I'm all for that. Like it's not that I'm not asking America to give aid to Israel. I would love for the US to stop aiding Israel. I don't even but when you talk to Jew haters and Israel haters, that's all they talk about. It's like, okay, but fine, I agree with that. Let's not give any money to anyone. But all they focus on is the fact that America aids Israel. America aids planet Earth. And I'm against that. But all that the Jew haters care about is that America aids Israel.
Yeah, because they lean into the Jews control everything.
Yeah.
Theories.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily true.
I mean, I agree that the Jews control everything, but not because they're it's not because of a conspiracy theory. It's just because they're off the chart geniuses. So of course you let them loose. They're
Well,
gonna. Mhm.
I would just say that the Jews have influence in the world. I wouldn't say that they necessarily control everything.
Fine, whatever. I don't care what you call it, but I don't care if a genius takes over and becomes the CEO of a company and happens to be Jewish. I don't care if he or she or they are the best person to do the job. Then fantastic. Pay them the salary and let the stocks rise. What do I care that they are ethnically Jewish? Why would I care? It happens to be the Jews are off the chart intelligent. It just happens to be. So they happen to take over or have off the chart influence when it comes to Nobel Prizes and politics and journalism, like anything that demands high intelligence, they take over. They take over that space, but not as a.
I mean,
Mhm.
you look at like the top billionaires in the world. Only like one of them is a Jew, to my knowledge. Mark Zuckerberg, he's a Jew. Everyone else is not a Jew.
That's also very interesting. Yeah, that's true. There's very few, multi-billionaire.
Elon Musk, not a Jew. Jeff Bezos, not a Jew.
Right.
Warren Buffett, not a Jew. Bill Gates, definitely not a Jew.
Right. Good point.
Going down the list of billionaires in the world. Well, Michael Bloomberg, he's a Jew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure there's Jewish billionaires, but they don't. That is true. They don't show up like you'd expect. Based on intelligence, you'd expect more billionaires to be Jewish. That's really funny that it doesn't actually happen. I mean, Jews have
Like,
they. Yeah, go on.
Well, no, I was going to say that if Jews actually really, really control everything, I mean, all the billionaires in the world would be all Jewish.
Right. That's a great point. That's a great point. It's really curious, actually, that Jews end up not being the richest. They are statistically the richest as a group, statistically speaking, but you'd expect what we call the right end of the tail, the right tail of the curve, to be Jewish, but it's not. It's really very interesting. Very interesting. And you'd expect Israel to be wealthy, but Israel is very poor. Israel is extremely poor. Yeah. Anyway, Zorro, tell me about yourself. Who are you?
We've spoken before.
Oh. But your name was shorter, right? Or was it the same?
Yeah, you were talking to me about Einstein's theory.
Oh. Which one? He had many theories.
The one about the ducks.
Oh, the ducks. That's special relativity. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an incredible theory. Yeah. It still confuses me. I'm still bewildered.
And then we talked about writing a paper about anything.
Oh, did we write a paper together?
No, I mean you were like suggesting me like how to become like an expert on something or know what you're talking about, and you basically suggested me to get into debates about it.
Oh, for sure. So did you start debating?
Oh, well, not yet. About the subject I spoke to you about.
What subject? You mean?
I believe it was about gentrification.
Oh, so you're against Are you against or for gentrification? I think you were against, but I told you to be for.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to own an apartment in a high rise with a view to the ocean, with an ocean view?
Who wouldn't?
Oh, so how would you go about that?
Get a good job, save money, as everybody else does.
That's one way. But why do you think it's so expensive to get one?
Because nobody wants to build.
Why does nobody want
Drives
to
the
build?
cost of the property up.
Wait, what? What?
Nobody wants to build. There's high demand but not enough supply.
How do you explain that? Shouldn't demand meet supply? Shouldn't the supply meet demand? What is that?
Let's create like a
Wait,
sort
you're
of
making
equilibrium.
noise. Right. I
Am I making
mean,
noise?
yeah, you made like static noise. So,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, it's okay. So, wait. So, how do you explain? Like, let's say I told you that I want to buy an apple, and I'm willing to pay, or like anything. Like I don't care what, even an apartment. So, if you knew that people are willing to buy apartments, why would you not go and build an apartment complex and sell the apartments?
Well, you also have to account for the restrictions given by the government.
Oh, so it's not that nobody wants to build, it's that the government doesn't
Well-
allow. Mhm.
I guess we can say that the developers don't really have much incentive given the many restrictions on land.
Wait, you're mixing terminology. So
I guess I'm retracting a bit from what I said
I mean,
because you brought up a good point.
right. So there's demand. Certainly there's demand, right? You said who wouldn't want to have an apartment with ocean view on the 100th floor? Like imagine a 1 acre apartment with an ocean view. Like
Right.
who wouldn't want that? All right, so clearly the demand is there. So why isn't the supply reaching the demand? So you said, oh, the builders don't want to build. Well, why wouldn't they? I mean, people obviously want to buy. So I would want to build. Anybody would want to build. It sounds like there's plenty of money to be made. So, and then you're saying, oh, they don't have an incentive because of the restrictions. I mean, they have incentives, but they have restrictions. What's up, Gamma?
Yeah, I believe it's the NIMBY people.
Fine, but
Not in my
Sure.
backyard.
yeah,
I mean, you have that going on in California.
sure. So the NIMBY, they vote, not in my backyard, they vote in politicians and policies to restrict construction. So, 1 second, you're making noise. So the demand,
I'm sorry.
yeah, you're touching your mic. So the demand is certainly there. The supply wants to meet the demand. That's there. The incentives are there, but the restrictions are there too. And that's where we're at. What's up, Gamma? What are you up to?
Flight simming right now, learning how to do flight planning in the Boeing 737.
Wow. Awesome.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of annoying how much stuff that pilots have to go through to fly around. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, it's really remarkable. But like when you see, like I saw a flight simulator, how they turn on an F-18 or something. It's like you have to click on this and click on that and do this and do that. It's like in
the
a
F-18s are extremely easy to do. I can stream DCS right now. I can start up an F-18 for you.
That's incredible. That's unbelievable. Would you be able to step into an actual F-18 and take off, do you think?
I could probably take off, but I don't know about land. I'd probably kill myself.
And people that land that fly DCS a lot, do you think they'll be able to land?
I mean, I have about 1,000 hours in DCS, and I don't think I could land.
You cannot land even on a normal airstrip?
Oh, well, I mean, in real life, I don't think I could land. Like, I feel like I would. I don't know. Landing is different. I
Wait.
can land in DCS, of course.
So why do you think it's different? than
I
real
can
life.
land in aircraft. I can land on aircraft carriers in DCS, but I also don't think I could land on an aircraft carrier in real life.
Why not? What's the difference? Why do you think there's what? Why do you think there's a difference?
There's, I mean, the flight dynamics are very similar, but like, I don't know. I feel like it would take too much ego for me to say I could do it in real life. You know?
No, I mean it's up to you. I mean the ego schmigo. It's your like how you feel. I mean you. I'm asking, why would there be a difference? I mean, they.
I
I
feel
mean,
like I would stall out while I feel like I
why?
would stall out and end up hitting the side of the aircraft carrier. I don't know. That's what I feel like.
I don't see why. I mean, you just have to maintain an airspeed. You know the airspeed. You know the engine settings to get that airspeed. So I don't see
It
how.
might be easier because I don't really use VR much in DCS. I have used it, so it's kind of
Mhm.
hard to see all the information. But I feel like if I was in the cockpit, it would be easier to see all the information.
Maybe, yeah. Like, I think it's pretty incredible. I think like people that join the Air Force today, like if they've, I'd be very surprised that the Air Force is not using DCS to train their pilots. It sounds like the cheapest way to train a pilot because training pilots is super expensive. Like each pilot is worth probably like $1 billion in training or something.
I think France has used it for the Mirages, the Mirage pilots.
So they train them in DCS?
With Mirage, yeah, the Mirage. I have the Mirage as well. I'll tell you all the stuff I have for DCS.
Do they
the
have DCS?
F-16.
What about F-22? Does DCS have F-22?
No, that's too new. They wouldn't.
Mhm.
That's classified stuff still.
Mm.
I have the MiG 29, the Black Shark, the K-50, F-18, L-39, MiG 21, Sukhoi 27, F-14, Mirage 2000, F-16, AVA, F-15, BF-104, BF-109, AJ, the Viggen, the A-10, the Sukhoi 33, the Sukhoi 25, A-10 again, F-5E, and Hind, and Mirage F-1, and the F-4 Phantom.
What about okay? So the question is, so you're saying that F-22 is too new; it's not declassified. So you're saying the F-15 specs are declassified?
Maybe the early, I mean, F-15 is like a 45-year-old plane.
Sure, but
That,
I mean, it's still
I mean,
being
all the
used.
systems, yeah, all the systems aren't declassified, but like, I'm sure the flight characteristics are declassified. Probably that's not.
I mean, all you need is for some aviator, an F-15 pilot, to give feedback to the DCS team.
Yeah, they do.
So that's it. I mean, all he needs to say, well, I could pull more G's in a real F-15, or if I did this, then I would lose airspeed. You know, you just give feedback, and you know, they just at the end of the day, it's. I mean, I think they're actually using Navier-Stokes equations. I wouldn't be surprised that it's based on actual fluid dynamics, fluid mechanics.
Yep, probably.
I mean, that would.
I have the most experience with the F-18, actually. The F-18 is a great aircraft.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. It's
You like it better
so
than
is
the?
the F-
Yeah, which
Yeah.
F-15?
so the yeah. Because
Yeah,
I can
mine.
land on carriers in the F-18, and that's nice.
Right. Notice that there's no. You know that there's no F-16. The Navy doesn't have an F-16 version,
Yeah.
and same for
That's
F-15. The Navy doesn't have an F-15 version.
I have the F-16, and the F-16 is pretty good as well. It's a
Mhm.
good multi-purpose plane.
The F-16 is very unstable, especially when it comes to land. I mean, it has a very narrow base. Like the wheels are really narrow, and it overturns really easily compared to.
Yeah, you could flip it over, I'm sure.
It's much easier to flip it over than any other aircraft. It's the easiest to flip over like it's very unstable. Like when I fly, I use flight simulators, not DCS. Maybe you should teach me how to use DCS. Can you teach me how to use DCS?
Of course, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Here's the here's how thin the wheelbase is for that 16.
Is there DCS for the iPhone?
No, you wouldn't be able to. There's no way. Yeah, you'd have to. You have a computer though, right?
Yeah, I stream from my laptop. Wow,
You could probably.
that's. Oh, you can
Very
see.
small. Yeah.
Wow, that is incredible. Where is that? Is that like Alaska?
I think so. Yeah. My DCS is updating right now. When it updates, I'll launch it. and show you.
Okay. Wow, unbelievable.
DCS is free, so
Yeah, I know. It's open source.
yep. The only thing you have to do is you would have to shell out some money for the big modules like the F-16 and F-18, but
Who are you paying?
you're paying Eagle Dynamics.
Oh, it's a
So
private
the
firm?
people- Yeah, so you're paying Eagle Dynamics some portion, and then you're also paying the people who developed the planes a portion. So like Heat Blur.
Wait, but if it's open source, oh, but it's like a package, so you're saying you can
Yeah, I
download.
spent over $1,000 on the game. Yeah.
You need to spend $1,000 for the game?
I've spent that much on modules. I mean, for example, the F-18, in order to
Mhm.
buy it with all this high system fidelity and sensor fusion, that's like $80 for the F-18.
Mm-hmm.
So 80 USD. And since I bought all this other stuff, I've spent over $1,000 for sure
Mm-hmm.
on all the modules. But you can get free planes that are high fidelity. So like a good high fidelity plane is the A4 Skyhawk. That's carrier based, and you'll be able to learn basic flying, carrier landing procedures, and bombing and
Mm-hmm.
that. But if you wanted to learn like air-to-air combat, you'd have to learn, or you'd have to buy. I would probably recommend like the F-18 for air-to-air beginning, because you can do air-to-ground, air-to-air with the F-18, and then if it depends on which one you like more, like the F-16 or the F-18. or
I
both
mean,
good
I
options.
would like you to teach me DCS and Kerbal.
Yeah, I would be down for that. I can
Wow, that would be awesome.
boot up Kerbal right now. I think my
Wait,
DCS
I would
should
need to. How would I download Kerbal? Like go to.
Well, you'd have to pay. Do you have Steam?
No, I don't even know what that is. What is Steam? Wait, Kerbal runs on Steam?
Steam is like a game distributor.
Yeah. So you
So,
need to
like-
buy Steam?
No, Steam is free. You just need to buy Kerbal. I'll send you the link to Steam.
Wait, Kerbal is not free?
Nope.
Is there a free version of Kerbal?
Nope.
How much is Kerbal?
It's $40.
Oh my god, that's too much.
Next paycheck, I'll buy it for you. How about that?
Sure. No, I don't. Okay, so that's Steam. So you're saying no, because I'm not gonna have time. I'd like to see. I'd like to. So. Okay, let's do it. I'm just surprised that there's no free. Okay, there's free version of DCS. Why isn't there a free? Right, there's free version. Right, you can learn to fly for free on DCS, right?
Yeah.
But why? Wait, who just joined us?
Spaghetti.
Oh, Spaghetti. Spaghetti, why can't you talk? You used to talk and you stopped.
He lost his tongue. Cat got his tongue.
So Spaghetti actually knows physics, like really knows physics, like really, really well. But
Is he a physics major?
I don't even think maybe he's a physics major, but he's not talkative. So I used to be able to talk to him. I used to be able to ask him questions about GR and SR, especially GR. Wait, Spaghetti, do you think I can reinterpret GR instead of the curvature of space-time? Can I reinterpret it as the flow of ether? Do you think it's possible? Let's see what he types in the comments. Are you gonna type in the side chat?
He said, I don't know.
I don't know. That's interesting. That's if Spaghetti says I don't know, that means it might be possible.
Is Amber here?
Yeah. Amber, can you hear us?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Amber enjoys listening to.
You rant. I mean,
Yeah, we always go together to anywhere where we can debate. She loves when it becomes lively, when there's emotions. That's what she likes the most.
are you a debater,
Mhm.
Amber?
Yeah, she's a very good debater.
Did you beat Tor?
Wait, so Spaghetti, so because some people interpret GR, they actually show that like space-time is flowing into planet Earth. Some people like I don't think anyone. Some people show it as the bending of space-time, but a lot of people, I don't know a lot, but I've seen people show that the space-time is flowing, just like the ether. So the question is, if I is there a simulation? Can I run a simulation of Einstein's field equations? I mean, that would be the simplest if I could just have a visual simulator, like a GR simulator. Is there a GR simulator? That's the question. I know that there is SR simulators, but is there a GR simulator?
Mm. Oh.
I don't know. Amber could probably make one.
Probably. Spaghetti, is there a GR simulator? Let me look it up. Is there a GR simulator? Is there a GR simulator? And the answer is yeah. Oh, there is. Can you link me a GTR simulator? What is GTR?
A car.
Oh, 3D simulator that enables users to simulate the solar system, exoplanets. But I want to simulate Einstein's field equations. Is there a simulator for Einstein's field equations? Da, la, la, la. Einstein field equations simulator. Based on the search, there are several approaches simulating extreme spacetime. Numerical relativity. This is fantastic. Numerical relativity. That's what I want. This field involves solving Einstein's field equations numerically. Fantastic. Often using computational methods and algorithms. Perfect. Researchers have developed various codes and tools such as Einstein's toolkit to simulate gravitational phenomena like binary black hole mergers or neutron star collisions. Fantastic. I'd like to see if I can simulate, if I can reinterpret the GR curving or bending of spacetime into the flow of the ether. Spaghetti, can you help me with that? Wait, Gamma, can you help me with that? Because you're the simulator.
I am.
You're
Yeah.
overbooked.
Say.
But do you understand what I want to do?
Like, would you want me to make you a simulator?
No. I'm sure someone has already done this. Look, it's
Yeah.
really very simple. I mean, we could probably do it ourselves. It's not zero work, but I'm sure someone has done it. Spaghetti says maybe. I don't remember the question. Let me drink some water. I mean, a GR simulator is really very simple because the Einstein's field equations are four-dimensional field equations. They're four dimensions is three, right? You reinterpret it as 3 dimensions of space and 1 dimension of time, and you plug in the numbers. You create you can create a point mass, and then take a test particle and let it go and see what it does. And the question is, can we reinterpret the Ricci? Is it the Ricci tensor that describes the curving of space time? Where are the equations? Where are Einstein? Wait, what just happened?
I'm
Gamma.
streaming Kerbal.
Okay. Oh, good. So the question is, the Einstein field equations, right? So we have the stress tensor. The stress tensor is relatively simple. That doesn't bend space-time. But then there is the Ricci tensor, which describes the curvature of space-time, how space-time responds to the stress tensor. But can we reinterpret the Ricci tensor as a fluid tensor? What do you think, Spaghetti? Because I asked ChatGPT if we can do it, and ChatGPT basically said, yes, you can do it. Spaghetti, I wish you could talk.
Who is more attractive, Spaghetti or Amber? I mean, Skirt or Amber. I don't know. Which one's more attractive to you?
Spaghetti is a guy. I am not attracted to guys. I'm attracted to chicas bonitas.
Yeah, chicas.
Yeah. Wait, what are you building? What is that? Is that like a SpaceX type vehicle?
Yeah, I'm just building a Falcon 9 with the pre-built parts. I could build a. You know, I'll do something more interesting. Something that needs some work.
Anyway, I want to write some papers. I'm gonna write. Let me open up my paper workshop. La 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 la. So Vivek Ramaswamy is also walking around now wearing the garbage man suit. The whole team is wearing the garbage man suit. This is such genius. The future should look like the future. Eliminated. Who was eliminated today? Hajj Abdullah Muzim 9 hours ago. Senior Hezbollah commander was eliminated. That's good news. Wait, Gamma, are you happy every time a senior Hezbollah commander is eliminated? Or are you sad?
Hezbollah is bad.
Hezbollah is bad? So are you pro-Israel?
No, I'm actually pro destruction of the Middle East. I think the Middle East should go bye-bye.
Why?
I don't know, because they are an aggressive people, you know?
What
The
do
war
you-
will never, the fighting will never stop. Ever.
Okay, what do you think causes the fighting?
The region is just very unstable because of political and religious ideologies that have been around for hundreds of years, and it's just never going to stop.
Wait, how do you know what? Okay, so again, so I asked you what is the cause of the violence, I guess I asked, and you said basically religion.
That's one part of it. Yeah.
Okay, but you know Europe used to have religious wars and they stopped.
I know. Yeah.
So, just, what so what changed? Like right now, notice that Putin is a destabilizing force. I mean, Europe used to be stable, but now Putin is creating war. Or unless you're on Putin's side, so I don't know. But
No.
okay, so you see that now there is instability in Europe. So, and America used to be in a civil war and used to be an independence war. America was in World War One and World War Two, so you could claim America is unstable. America conquered Texas from Mexico. And again, you could claim America is unstable. America conquered the U.S. from Britain. You could say America is unstable. So what's the answer?
Square root of pi.
What?
So the square root of pi is the answer.
Very good. Very good answer. Of divinity. All right, let's write a paper. Papel. I want to write a papel. Do you know how to write a papel?
The papal states. Yeah.
Papel states. All right. In progress. Share in progress. All right, these are my papers. I wish you could see my papers. Wait, can you see? No, you can't. You can't see it. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Very unfortunate.
I guess it would still be rather cheap to discard this thing, so it shouldn't matter.
Oh. Wait. What? What did you say?
So it'd be pretty cheap to discard this fuel tank. It's like an external tank used to give a little bit more delta V for the craft.
Is this on Earth or this is in Kerbal?
This is on Earth.
So Kerbal has an Earth module?
It's a mod. It's a mod.
A mod is a module. No?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true.
Like there's two mods. There's mod that is a module and there's mod that is a moderator.
Yep.
So why do you need the wings to land back? As like an airplane?
This is a space plane, so I'm trying to make this as cheap as possible to launch. So the only thing I discard is that fuel tank in the beginning. Everything else is fully reused.
So it has wheels?
Yeah, it does. Yep.
Why don't you land vertically on a landing Mechazilla?
Because you can always land at a runway. Theoretically, you could just land at a runway if you wanted to, instead of having to be bound to landing sites. But here's what I'm gonna try and do. I'm gonna try and do. How fast am I going? I have two potential applications for this vehicle, which is first one is I'm gonna have a stage that's on top of this that's either reused or expended, and this thing lofts it up into space. And then, since I was launching from Boca Chica, Texas, I'm on a course for Cape Canaveral. So, I'm gonna fast forward a bit in time. So there's the beginning of Florida. I'm gonna turn on the engines real quick again.
So by the way, Lenny Susskind, it has an interview on Theories of Everything with Kurt J. Mungai, whatever. So the title is "The Crisis in String Theory is Worse Than You Think." Yeah. Wait, who just joined or left? Pizza pizza slave? What is a pizza slave?
It's you, but pizza.
In relation to animals, all people are Nazis. For the animals, it is an eternal Treblinka, Polish American author Isaac Bashevis Zinger, I guess. Zinger. What kind of a name is that, Zinger? Is he like
That's a zinger.
yeah, he's like a singer. He's a singer. He sings songs.
The sing songer. I gotta go.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Of different things, la 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 la. Let's watch this guy. I seen it earlier. You mean what's his name? Oh, can you guys talk about physics? Ukraine is different because the circumstances were total invasion and destruction from the Russian terrorist state. It's a cycle. Israel needs to be smarter and less aggressive. They are messing up. A street light is of little consequence. I don't agree. Humanitarian aid is good. You can't let starvation set in and impact children permanently. Interesting comments. Nicholas, why don't you join us? You know, you can be with us on the Discord. You know that. You've been here before. Let's look for Senor, what's his name? Lenny Suskin. Let's see today's interview. Wait, so ether cosmology, research reading. Wait, this is interesting. Oh, he's. I share this on Discord. I wish you could see it. I wish I could stream like a normal streamer. I wish it were possible. Scott Schaefer uploaded exposing the many scams of Dr. Phil. Wow, that is incredible. La 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 la. La, la, la. Wait, Amber, can you stream so that everybody can see it? Because if I stream, no one can see it.
No.
Oh. The enforcer is live. Iranian attack imminent. That's good. That's the best news. I mean, Iran should continue attacking Israel so that Israel is back to the wall and has to eliminate Iran. That would eliminate Iran. That would be so funny. Because Israel is doing its best not to kill Iran, but Iran doesn't leave it a choice. Like Israel said to the Arabs in Hamas in Gaza, it said to them, just put your weapons down, everything will be fine. And the Palestinians in Hamas in Gaza said, no, we're gonna fight. Okay, then you're just gonna get yourself eliminated. And they got eliminated. 1 second, we have Lessis Moore. Did I win the bet? Did I win $5 because you couldn't disprove Einstein? LOL. I guess Einstein was pretty spot on. Iran leaders are just simply crazy religious conflict stokers. Yeah, I mean, these people are each a billionaire. You don't understand. Sinwar was a multi-billionaire. Hassan Nasrallah is a multi-billionaire. They're all multi-billionaires. They could just live out their lives happily ever after with just banging chicks around the clock. Nothing but banging the most beautiful chicks. But instead, they want to die. I'm speechless. It's like you ask a person, what would you rather? Bang chicks? Bang the most. Hey, Nick, what's up? Bang the most beautiful chicks in the world around the clock or die? What's your preference? And they say, without thinking twice, I want to die. It's like, but what would you gain from dying? Oh, nothing. So you sure you want to die and not bang chicks? Oh, yeah. I just want to die. You sure about that? Like, you could live the life of a literal sheikh, like in the like in the legends. You'd rather die than live a life of perfect luxury? Oh yeah, I want to die. But what would you gain? Oh, nothing. So why do you want to die? Oh, I don't know. It's like, why do they want to die? Why do you want to die? It's like literal zombies. I mean, these people are the literal zombies. Like, when you think of what a zombie is, that's a zombie. This creature that just wants to come at you to eat you, and you have no choice but to kill it. And there's no stopping. You can't stop these creatures. You can't stop them. They just come at you until you kill them. They come at you, you kill them. You come at you, you kill them. And they don't stop. And you're like, hey, I want you to live. No. They want to come in and eat you alive. Why? What do you gain from that? Nothing. And they just come at you in endless waves. And you can't stop them. Anyway, so that's the story of the Middle East. Yeah, very sad, very sad. Okay, let's see. Nick, what's up?
Yo, what's up?
Hey, what's up? What do you say?
What's that?
What do you say? Well, what say you about the Middle East, about the Hamas and the Hezbollah and Iran, and the rest of the crazy?
Yeah, that's just crazy, dude. Like, I don't know, dude. I just think they should try to like all go for peace, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
What do you mean,
I mean,
all
it
go?
should.
What do you mean all go for peace? Like, what do you mean
Like-
all? What, name one person you think should go for peace.
Well, Iran and Israel, I think that, you know, the blame games really just cycles it into their public's like mindset and psyche, and then they put pressure on the government to like act. You know, that puts pressure on the economy, that puts pressure on the flow of value, that puts pressure on whether or not they put like money into the American market or not. You know what I mean? It's just
No, I
there's
don't
so-
know. I don't know what you mean.
But whenever-
You're not describing the Iran that I'm familiar with,
causes. So yeah,
and you're not describing the Israel that I'm familiar with. So I'm not familiar with the universe that you're describing. It's like I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Iran. Okay, so Iran, they have like terrorist networks, and you know they're trying to extend the Islamic State power, right? That's
I don't know.
basically.
I don't know. I
That's
don't know.
basically how-
I don't know. I don't know. All I know is Iran fired a barrage of missiles and you know, for the second time. First time it was a barrage of drones, second time it's a barrage of ballistic missiles at Israel. That's all I know. And Israel each time retaliated. The first time was like a zero retaliation. Israel just fired a shot across the bow, just one rocket that landed inside Iran, just letting you know, guys, you know, we're capable. And Iran decided to attack Israel the second time. And then after the second time, Israel went in and apparently destroyed Iran's defenses. And now Iran seems to want to again fire another salvo. So Israel, and so this is the situation. So what you're describing, has nothing to do with this scenario.
I think so. It does. Because that causes supply chain rerouting and causes all kinds of economic.
I don't know
friction.
what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
So,
Honestly, I just. What are you talking
The
about? What are
the
you
better
talking
option-
about?
Better
What's-
option is better missile
Better-
defense.
Better option than what?
Better option.
Better than
the
what?
better
Better than what?
Damn, let him talk. Shut up.
The better option is better missile defense.
Better than what? What do you mean? What's the alternative? I don't understand. Better than who's better? Israel's better.
when you
Iran's better. America's better. Who's better?
I'm not taking sides. I don't give two shits.
What do you
about
mean
that.
when you say better? Better for who? So I don't know what you're talking about.
Talking
What do you
about
mean better?
actions. I'm talking about actions, not sides.
Then
So
I don't know what.
action-
What do you mean action?
There's
Who's
better
who's action? Who? Israel or Iran? Who? I don't know what you're talking about.
Both sides. Both sides.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't
So
understand what
both-
you're saying.
So when you have this kind of one-sided view, you're not going to understand because I'm not.
I don't
taking
have.
a side.
I just explained to you.
I'm
I just
looking at the board.
I just
and I'm-
explained.
and
I
I'm-
just
I'm looking at the board.
I just
and then
explained to
I'm-
you. No, wait, hold
I
on.
am
You
observing
wait. Let me answer. Wait, let me answer. So-
behaviors.
wait, let
that
me
are going
answer.
on right now should not be
Wait.
going on.
Wait, let me answer. So you said one-sided. I just described to you two sides. Iran fired the first salvo of drones into Israel. Israel fired one shot across the bow, didn't do anything. Just one rocket landed in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of Iran, letting them know, hey guys, this is our capacity, beware. Iran responded with a major intercontinental ballistic missiles, whatever, with ballistic missiles, and this time Israel destroyed their defenses. So I'm describing two sides. Now, okay, and now what are you saying?
Well, the troops like across the border and
What
and
troops? What
You know,
troops?
maintaining a war front. on
What
foot.
troops? What troops? What troops? What troops? There's no troops in this.
It-
There's no
it-
troops. There's no troops. Do you know the distance between the two?
that is
There's no
one
troops. There's
scenario.
no what? There's no
Okay,
troops.
that is-
Do you know the distance between Israel and Iran? Do you know what you're talking about? There's many.
Yes, I know, but
So there's many
Israel-
countries. There's many countries. There's many. Hold on. There's many countries between Iran and Israel. There's no troops. No one is sending troops from Iran to Israel, from Israel to Iran. It's too far.
no, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
So
But
what
in
troops are you
Gaza-
talking about? So what troops are you talking about?
Exactly. You don't give me a time to speak because your big mouth just keeps yapping, bro. Your big mouth just keeps yapping.
Look, if you say troops, and I have to stop you, so you explain to me what troops. I don't know. If you start a sentence, if I start a sentence with a word that you don't understand, I expect you to stop me and ask, what do you mean by this word that I don't understand? If you start a sentence,
That's precisely what I'm trying to do.
so I'm asking what troops? Answer the
So
question.
the troops into Gaza, buddy.
Okay, we're not discussing Gaza right now. We're discussing.
That's all part of the same
No.
scenario.
Let's separate. Okay, let's separate scenarios. We're not discussing the universe. We're discussing Israel
all
versus
one
Iran.
side.
No.
No.
Slow down. Let's discuss right now Iran and Israel. The conflict between Iran and Israel. Let's just discuss that. Let's forget about Gaza, Hezbollah. Let's forget about everything. Just Iran and Israel. That's it. So Iran attacked Israel with drones. Israel fired a shot across the bow, didn't do nothing. Iran fired a salvo of ballistic missiles. Israel responded by destroying Iran's defenses.
Yeah, so what I say is just better missile defense and try to back off on like sending
I
troops.
don't understand. I don't. Okay, that's not English. That's not English. Who are you talking about? Who needs better missile defense? Israel or Iran? Who are you talking about?
Well, apparently they both do.
What? So you think?
Well, apparently they
you
both
think-
do. if they're going to continue to fire missiles at each other, they need to keep their population safe.
Okay, Israel doesn't fire at populations. Israel barely killed a few soldiers when they attacked Iran. They destroyed just the defense systems. They destroyed the Russian SAM 300 and so forth. Israel doesn't attack populations, whereas Iran basically fires nilly-willy at Israel, and Israel is tiny, so basically the Israeli population was under attack, but no one died except for one Palestinian that got a rocket landed on his body and smashed him. We have the video. No one else got hurt in Israel. Israel has perfect defenses. Again, what are you talking about?
So yeah, they just need to, like, if this political tension is going to continue, then they're going to have to get better missile defense.
Who needs it? Who?
Israel does.
I just explained to you, Israel has perfect missile defense. No one in Israel got hurt, ever, except for Palestinians. One Palestinian died. He was walking down the street. If you walk down the street, you're going to get a rocket land on your head. The Israeli population, they have shelters. The Israeli government takes care of their population. They have shelters, and they have anti-rocket systems, anti-ballistic systems. And
so what's the point? Like,
what do you mean? What's the point of what?
basically
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm trying to
I basically laid out what would be a good strategy to protect your people. And
for whom? For whom?
Both sides, right?
What?
Both
for
sides,
whom?
right?
Israel does not attack population centers. It did not attack population centers. It attacked the defense systems and destroyed them. Not a single civilian died. Only 4 Iranian soldiers died in the attack. Iran attacks Israel, and Israel has a perfect missile defense system. It cannot be more perfect. It has multiple layers of defenses. And
So what's
Israel,
the point, though? What's the point? in
what's
all
your
this?
point? I don't know what's your point. What are you trying to say? I'm not following you.
I'm not making a point. I'm just saying.
What do you mean you're not making a point? What do you mean you're not making?
I was like a leader in one of those countries. I would try to like protect my people. I would
Okay,
like
okay,
not try
okay.
to-
My God. What do you mean try to protect Israel? Okay. Again, Israel has done a perfect job of protecting its civilians. You cannot improve. It's impossible to improve when you have 0 casualties. It's literally mathematically impossible to improve your defenses. What?
Not true.
You can do better than 0 casualties? How? What's better?
Yeah, you can.
What's better? Okay, what's better than 0 casualties? Tell me, what's better than 0? Yeah.
There's tensions between them.
What's
and
better? What's better than 0 casualties?
Decreasing. Well, it's
What's
there's
better?
nothing-
What's better than 0 casualties?
Hold on, just listen. So you can have 0 casualties, and you can have decreased tensions with the other country.
Okay, that has nothing to do with defenses. Now Israel is doing. Okay, but
Yes, it
okay.
does. That's called diplomacy. That's so you don't have to use.
That's
your defense.
0 to do with defenses. That's called diplomacy. It's
Yes, it
0.
does.
Okay, look. Okay, Nick. Nick,
Diplomacy
Nick,
is
okay,
like-
Nick, you make great content. I mean, you're gold when it comes to content, because I have 0 idea what you're talking about. But
It's not
good.
about that. It's just about like what's going to make things better. That's really what it is. What's going to make things better now, and what's going to make things better in the long run. So
Yeah.
decreasing tensions, that's a big safety thing.
How do you
That's something
decrease?
that-
Yeah, how do you do that? How do you do that? Tell me how to do that.
So you-
let's say I'm Israel. How would I decrease tension? Tell me how to do that.
So you got to like work on shared interest.
Mhm.
You got to have more. You have to have more talks at the high level. You have to shift around supply chains.
Okay,
to get
stop.
people
Okay,
fed.
hold on.
Whatever it is that you need to-
Wait. Slow down. One. No. One at a time. Hold on. So you're saying you got. Wait. You're saying you got to have talks at the high level. Okay. So what do you think? Israel refuses to talk to Iran?
I think so. I think they.
What do you mean you think so? Hold on. What do you mean you think so? What do you mean you think?
I think they both.
Wait. Hold. No. So look, you're saying they got to do something. So I'm asking you, what you think they're not trying to do that? You say I don't know. Okay. So you make zero sense. You're recommending Israel to do something. I'm asking you, do you think they're not?
No, wait. You said you don't know. I think I do know.
I said I don't know. I said I don't know.
Wait a second.
Wait, I said I don't know. When did I say I don't know?
So when Iran and Israel talked at the UN, they were
What? When did Israel and Iran talk in the UN? When did that ever happen? What are you talking about? When Israel speaks in the UN, Iran leaves the UN. Iran leaves the main chamber. They don't want.
Iran was there. I saw them.
No. Iran leaves. The Iranian ambassador to the UN. The party leaves whenever Israel steps up to speak. Always. It's never been different.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
but they were there. They were there speaking.
No. What do you mean they were there? Yeah, Iran speaks, and as far as I know, Israel listens. But when Israel speaks, Iran leaves the chamber.
Yeah,
always. Oh, okay. So, well, now you know. So let's start over. What would you recommend for Israel to do?
I don't know. I'm not. I don't know the situation that well.
Okay. And unfortunately, you're actually one of the most informed people, and the rest of the people are just super terribly malinformed, and there's a lot of misinformation, and it's very sad, and it's terrible. When it's not going to get better. Anyway, there is something Israel can do, but unfortunately, Israel is not going to do it. What Israel can do is become more capitalistic, become wealthier, and therefore stronger. Unfortunately, Israel is not doing that. It's becoming actually like the rest of the West. Is becoming less capitalistic and therefore poorer, and the whole region. It's what?
Oh, I said I think that might be because of China, like monopolizing the manufacturing market.
No. Israel is becoming less economically free, like the rest of the West, like the United States, like the rest of the whole planet is becoming less economically free. And therefore, the whole planet is becoming poorer, and therefore and let me just finish. And therefore, the whole planet is becoming poorer, and therefore, the whole planet is plunging into violence, and therefore, we're doomed. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know. I think it might get better. Like
no. Why? What's your indication?
Well, nobody's gonna want the bottom line hurt. So there's a lot of incentive once it ramps up too far to work together.
Most people say they hate money, say they hate wealth, say they hate bankers, and they vote in that direction. Most people vote against economic freedom. So the world is moving away from economic freedom. The world is moving towards North Korea. The world is moving towards poverty and violence and doom and gloom. Unfortunately, that is the direction that humanity seems to be taking, unfortunately. Israel dealing with these barbarians is just the canary in the coal mine. The world is plunging into a new dark age. We're not going to come out of this one. This is just the beginning of the end of civilization. Unfortunately.
How do you know?
I see the pattern. The pattern is anti-civilization. You see Europe is deindustrializing. You see China moved into
What's causing it?
it's honestly it's mathematics. It's mathematically inevitable. It's people are virtue signalers. People like pretending to be goody two shoes. So people vote left. People vote socialism. People vote communism. People vote North Korea. So the world will become North Korea because people vote North Korea. Because people virtue signal. People pretend to be socialist. People pretend to like the other. People pretend to not be egoistic. People pretend to not care about themselves, but they vote to not care about themselves. So, it's mathematically inevitable. We're doomed. The poorer we get, the more violent we're going to get. We're just plunging ourselves into a new dark age. This one is a dead end. We're not going to make it. We don't have much time. Unfortunately.
How much time do we have?
It could be any minute because you see how it's just escalating. It could be any minute. Who knows? Like North Korea could start a nuclear sequence. Putin might start a nuclear sequence. China might start a new war with Taiwan. I don't know. Israel, I don't know. Iran might get its hands on nuclear weapons. I don't know. It could take another 1,000 years. Very unlikely. It's escalating faster and faster. So Trump, I actually have high hopes of Trump. I mean, he is a stabilizing force. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Because
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
think so.
Well, last time around he was a stabilizing force. I don't know.
He did some good stuff.
So I don't know. Maybe he'll stabilize. We know who is destabilizing right now. The main destabilizer is Putin. Second to him is Iran. Third is North Korea. Fourth is China. Fifth is Venezuela. Maybe there's others. So we have.
I think China and our country can contribute to most of the harm. I think they
No.
turned the war into a business model, like an ad revenue business
No.
model where
No.
they attract our attention.
No.
We trigger ad revenue.
No, that never happened. That's a conspiracy theory. That's disinformation. That
Well,
never
no,
happened.
the tech industry is fucking rich, dude,
No,
off
it's
of
not.
politics.
No, it's not. The
Yeah,
defense.
they are.
No, it's not.
Especially
No, it's not.
geopolitics.
No, it's not. Destiny covered that. There's very little money in the defense industry. There's much more money in Google. Google by itself is bigger than the entire defense industry.
I said the tech industry. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what
I
was
thought
talking
defense. Right. So, yeah, I mean, but
the tech industry makes money off conflict.
No,
They
it
make
doesn't.
money off of politics
doesn't.
and
No, it doesn't.
polarization. That's why
No,
there's
it
so much
doesn't.
polarization.
No, it doesn't. No, it
because
doesn't. No, it doesn't.
they market to what
No.
you want,
No.
and that's why it happens.
No.
Yep.
No. There's no indication of that. No, the tech industry, Jeff Bezos makes money from selling you products. Google makes money from selling you products. Zuckerberg makes money from selling you Facebook, from improving your life. The tech industry is all about improving our lives. They also part of improving our lives. Wait, why are you laughing?
Well, I don't know if they're for that. They're for like the illusion of making your life better.
Wait one
But
second. Hold on.
They don't-
Wait. Hold on. So
Okay.
So you want, right? You agree that you want to improve your own life, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you purchase, so anything you do is to improve your life, right?
Not really.
So wait, I'll ask again. So you want to improve your life, right?
Yes.
So anything
Yes.
you do is to improve your life, right?
In some respect, yes.
No,
Yes.
no. Okay. What do you mean in some? Wait, do you do anything to not improve your life?
Yeah, like I smoke weed and shit, but
So you don't enjoy it?
yeah, I enjoy it.
So what do you think improve your life means?
Well, I mean, like I notice like when I smoke weed, I'm like less creative.
Okay, but
I don't know.
but you enjoy it.
Yeah.
So what do you think improve?
Sometimes.
So what do you think improve your life means, if not enjoy life? I mean, I might as well say you want to enjoy life instead of improve
Like
your
for-
life. Okay, let's start over.
Oh yeah.
So
That's right. That's
okay,
right.
okay, let's start over. So you agree that you want to enjoy your life.
Yeah.
So you agree that everything. So you agree that everything you do is to enjoy your life.
Yeah, everything I do, it really is like for me to enjoy my life. Like it's not
Exactly.
about really
Exactly.
like getting anywhere.
Fine.
It's just to enjoy it.
That's fine. That's fine. So anything you buy from Amazon is to enjoy your life.
Oh hell yeah.
Right. So Jeff Bezos is just trying to help you enjoy your life.
Yes, exactly.
So Jeff Bezos is just interested in humanity enjoying its life.
That's probably pretty correct.
So the rest of the tech industry is no different than Jeff Bezos. It's just interested in humanity enjoying its life.
Well, I think they're interested in making money. Because that's how a business like thrives.
Sure,
'Cause they
but
gotta
but when you buy weed, you want to enjoy your life, but the guy that grows the weed just wants to make money. But
Yeah.
but he allows you to enjoy your life.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy growing the weed just wants you to enjoy your life in order to get paid.
Yeah.
So Jeff Bezos just wants you to enjoy your life so that you would give him your money.
Yeah, I think so.
So the rest of the tech industry just wants you to enjoy your life so you would give them your money.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe it like if their business model aligns with me enjoying my life, and
How
so
could-
that
how could it-
happens.
How could it
I
not?
think so.
How could it not?
Well,
Let's start over.
because there's other like
let's start over. We'll
it's
start
not
over.
always about me.
Let's start over. So you agree that you just want to enjoy your life.
Yes. I think. Yeah.
What do you mean you think? You don't want to enjoy
Well,
your
I don't
life?
know.
Have you ever done anything not to enjoy your life?
No, I just want to enjoy my life. Yeah.
Exactly. Do you think I'm different than you? Do you think I don't want to enjoy my life?
No.
So do you agree that all humanity wants to enjoy their lives?
Oh hell yeah.
All right. And do you agree that Jeff Bezos helps you enjoy your life?
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree that Jeff Bezos helps humanity enjoy its life?
Yes.
Do you agree that the rest of the tech industry is the same as Jeff Bezos in that respect?
No, because they're not marketing to me. They're marketing to
Okay, let's talk
whoever
about.
it is.
Okay, let's go one by one. Facebook. Do you enjoy using Facebook?
No,
Do
I don't
you-
use it.
Okay, so do you use YouTube?
Yes,
Okay. Do you enjoy using YouTube?
sometimes.
What do you mean? Sometimes you don't enjoy using YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and you still use it?
Yeah, to like figure things out or like, to look up a subject and learn more about it.
So
But,
do you
But
enjoy?
sometimes I feel like this. I feel like sometimes like there is a lot of like misinformation or like games to get their viewers reeled into a conflict. So like there's like, I don't know, this manufactured nonsense, and I feel like that dampens like the information you get. You know what I mean? Because there's so many motives. There's so many things that they're trying to market us to, and they're trying to drive trends. Like they're looking at trend data, they're looking at what we buy.
But
they're
you
looking
agree-
at like
But you agree that even Jeff Bezos, I mean, he doesn't sell you weed. So you could say the same about Jeff Bezos. He's trying to drive you away from weed. You could also say that Jeff Bezos doesn't. You don't enjoy Jeff Bezos all the time because when you want to buy weed, Jeff Bezos doesn't want to sell you weed. So you could complain just the same about Jeff Bezos as you complain about YouTube. It's not,
but that's like a neutral stance. you know?
fine.
Like he's
fine. Look, do you think if Jeff Bezos could sell you weed, you think he would not sell you weed?
I think he would.
Yeah. And do you think if YouTube could, we know that the government is breathing down YouTube's necks. We know that.
I hope so.
No, it's the opposite. They're breathing down YouTube's neck, so that's why YouTube used to be like what do you call it? Like there was perfect freedom of speech. You could say anything on YouTube until basically 2016. YouTube was a jungle. YouTube was a real jungle until Trump got elected. Basically, you could say anything on YouTube, but since Trump got elected, YouTube started the apocalypse and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, and then they started censoring.
right. So the fact that you don't enjoy YouTube, that's because, fine. It's
That's part of it too.
right. It's
Yeah.
not. Look, it's not perfect. The point is that the tech industry, they just want to make billions, no matter what. So they optimize. Anyway.
Yeah, but they're making it like they're marketing it as like social media, but it doesn't behave like that. Like it's usually like one person, and then in the comments section, sometimes your comment gets through, so you can't really have a conversation with anybody.
Look, it's not perfect, but at the end of the day, we all enjoy Amazon, we all enjoy YouTube, we all enjoy Instagram, and we of course enjoying Discord. So, the tech industry, they just want us to enjoy our lives because they get something in return. They become multi-billionaires through helping us enjoy our lives. The more we enjoy their products, the more billionaires they become. So it's a win-win. Basically. Do you agree or disagree?
Well, yeah, if like it worked like that, I think I'd agree with that if it worked like that.
That is how it works. I mean, do you think Jeff Bezos could become a billionaire if not through making you happy?
I just think it's more complex than that.
What do you mean?
Like I think it's they're using our personal data. They're trying to like get into your mind and drive trends. Like they're trying to make their market more predictable.
Well,
they don't really.
Well, they're trying.
They don't really care about our autonomy and stuff. So, I mean, it's more complicated than that.
Well, do you care about our economy?
Yeah, but
so
see,
what are you doing for our economy?
Well, nothing right now.
So what do you want from them? It's not like you're blaming them. They don't care about our economy. Okay, do you care about our economy? No. So why are you bringing up the fact that they don't care? I don't care. No one cares. I care about my economy. You care about your. You care.
I don't know if I don't. Well, I wouldn't say that.
I asked
don't
you,
care about.
But fine. I asked you, what are you doing for our economy? You said nothing. So again, I care about my economy. You care about your economy. Jeff Bezos cares about his economy. Google about their economy. Every person and every firm cares about their economy. But through trade, we are all doing win-win trades. So you give Bezos your money, and he gives you amazing products, and you win, and he wins. Everybody's happy. Anyway, I gotta go eat. I'm starving.
Yep.
Mm,
What, Amber?
I'm gonna
I'll be
bounce.
alone.
I can be. I mean, I'm gonna have to. Oh, he left. I'm gonna cut the stream. Let me see. How long have we been here? We've been here for 2.5 hours. Okay,
Hmm.
I'll cut the stream, and I'll stay here so we can talk.
Okay.
All right, cutting the stream. Okay, stream is cut. Let me